My name is Julie Tamaclo. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Milton Keynes. My role here is Assistant Quantity Surveyor, and the company I work for is called Henry Riley. A quantity surveyor is someone that basically works within the financial side of the construction industry. My job day to day, it differs. One day it could be going on site and doing things like valuations or cost reports, and then it can be in the office, which is where I spend most of my time. So this is Costex, and it's a measuring software. So we basically take information from an architect and input it into the program. These measurements will be basically needed in order to actually build the project in the first place. That's why we need to measure, say for example, the area of an external wall, so we can work out how many bricks or cladding and things like that we might need in order to build the project. Cost plans are important because as a QS, it's our role to basically help the client budget and stay on budget. So to put all this information in, it means that they can easily track how much they're anticipated to spend. At A-level, I studied product design, health and social, and extended project. I'd say I probably preferred product design just because of the creativity of it. So after A-levels, I originally wanted to be an architect, but I did a lot of research in the education part of it, and the 7 years just wasn't for me really. However, my auntie actually works alongside quantity surveyors and civil engineers. It was a discipline that I wasn't aware of at first. I realised that it was something that I wanted to do, so I started off travelling around doing research into where I want to be based for university, and then I chose Birmingham in the end. I studied quantity surveying at university, and it was a sandwich year course, so obviously I went on to doing a placement. So I chose Henry Riley, and then coming in, it was just basically working like alongside other quantity surveyors and getting a feel for what the job actually entails. I mean, I must have made some sort of impact on them because they were able to keep in touch with me whilst I went back to my final year of university. And that was obviously really nice because it can be a bit nerve-wracking thinking that you're going to graduate and then not be able to find a job. The part I enjoy the most is the variety. It's nice to be able to work on different projects, especially with like measurements, for example. We could be working on a highway one day and then we could be working on a high-rise apartment block. We get to see a project through from the beginning right to the end. So it's always interesting when you're handed sort of the architectural papers and it's a floor plan, and then to be able to actually go to site and then hear the building is, it's nice to be able to be part of that. In the industry, there definitely is a lack of representation. However, I do think it is changing. I don't feel like it was something that I noticed until I joined, and it's kind of like, well, there's not many people that look like me. But I think it's important that you have to take the leap, and if I can be someone's role model, for example, and someone could look at me and say, oh, she can do it and she looks like me, then I guess it's kind of the support that they may need. In the long term, I'm hoping to pass my APC, which is a course that we have to do in order to be chartered. So hopefully that will happen within the next few years. I think past that is just working my way up and see how far I can get and work on bigger and better projects.